So here's a way that you can create kind of a show and tell activity with your students or even with your live audience members if you're doing a presentation of some kind. With Google Docs, you can create a shared space, a shared document space that allows students to access and make edits to that document. So basically you get in there and you create a Google Doc, you set it up to be shareable, and you get the link for users to edit. And that link is going to be a long link that then if a student gets that link, let's say in an email or in the LMS, they could click on that link and use it to make their own edits to the document, right? And then another student comes in, clicks on the link, gets access to it, and makes their edits. And you see all of those edits happening in one shared space. Let me show you how to do that much. So in Google Drive, you do need a Google Drive account to create the document. Your students would not need it in order to access it, but you'll need a Google Drive account, and in your top right-hand corner, you'll see the Google Apps button to go to Google Drive. You'll see the New button to create a new doc. So I'm going to choose Google Doc. This would also work for Google Sheets or Google Slides. I'll create a new doc, and in this case, I'll call it like student, let's call it show and tell. So this is show and tell. Let's say add your name and your link to the list below. Keep it simple. Okay, and then we'll give the document a name, show and tell. So I've created my document. Of course, you would customize this to be however you'd want it to be. It's only right now available to me, though, the originator of the document. I'm going to go over to my share button in the top right. The blue button, it tells me it's private only to me. Go ahead and click on share. And that's going to allow me to share this with others. So get the shareable link. I'm going to click on that. And by default, it sets it up so that anyone with the link can view it. If this was just a page that I wanted people to be able to see but not edit, so read only, then this would be the link that I'd want. But if I click on this little down arrow, I can change that to be can edit. And I've now got a link that my users will be able to use to edit this page. So I'm going to copy that link and I'm going to hit done. And now I've got that link on my clipboard that I could send in an email, I could send in the LMS, right? I could post it. Let me go to another browser and paste that link, hit enter, and it should bring me to my Google Doc page that I'm seeing here. So there's my same show and tell. So I could go in here with that link and K1, here's my info. Okay, and you see it getting added to this version on the top. Okay, but in a live audience situation, that long URL, so that's the URL that I'm going to paste that here. See how long that is? That's a really long URL. So if this is a live audience situation that you'd want folks to be able to type in quickly to a browser, you'd want to use a URL shortener. And there's several URL shorteners. One of them is this Google URL shortener, so at goo.gl. Another one is tinycc, bit.ly is another one, and in some of those services you can customize the URL link. I'm just going to go to the Google's URL shortener, and it asks me to paste my long URL here. So I'm going to paste this one, and I hit the shorten URL button. It creates this new URL for me that I can do Control-C. So if I was giving a live presentation and I wanted people to be able to get on with their mobile device or on with their laptops and they had to, type in a URL that I was giving to them in the presentation, this would be a lot easier for me to share with them that way. Okay, and it does the same thing. So let me go back out to this guy. Oops, let me go back out to Firefox, delete this guy, paste my same short URL, and I should see that it opens up that page again. It does, with more that I can add to it. So I should see KD2 in here. Yep, getting added as well. Okay, so it's basically the long URL and a short URL. So we created the long URL originally and then went into Google URL and made a short URL that was a lot easier for my live audience member to use in order to make their edits. So that's kind of a quick and easy way to create a Google document, share it with folks who you want to be editors, collaborators in the same space.